the way they changed that, you know, you used to have the option you hit when you go live, and now it's if you just hit next, the screen counts down, 3, 2, 1, kapow, there you are. All right, here's what I got. You can't see this because I got it facing in the snow. Why do I have it facing snow and the mountains in the background and the hills and the dales in the background and behind it? I think you'd rather see that than see me, you know, and I wouldn't blame you if you did. And here's something that makes this even worse. I got this out. I drew it out. I brought it out here. I didn't bring a chainsaw. I'll have to go back up there and get it. Yeah, so totally ill prepared. Join on me. And I need some gloves. Man, I need gloves. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, in fact, it wouldn't even shock me if my hearing protection is in the garage and I haven't even opened the garage door yet. I'm just a little out of sorts, but we'll figure it out. I mean, you know, stick with me. The worst thing that can happen is you get mad and leave, you know. Hold on a minute. Sounds like a hurricane out here. Rock me like a hurricane. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, the wind has really picked up, and it's cold. It's going to get even colder. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I think the wind chill is supposed to be around 0 minus, you know, something. So it's going to be similar temperature to the moon. Something like that is what they're saying. Similar temperature to the moon is what they're going for. Let's see who we got here right now. We got Daryl, Amy, Joe, Ray's, and Sandy's Woodworking. Night Owl, the artist formerly known as Aiden Fletcher. Dad, Michael S., an awesome member of the channel. Hey, Perry Lowe Jr., what's going on, my man? Okay, you guys going to see me freeze here? Be sure to hit the like, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'll tell you, just sometimes. Okay, what'd you do to hearing protection, dummy? So I'm going to make, this is going to be a hybrid. What I got is, I got some little owls. And when I looked back at this, I said, they're too small. But I already drew it. I didn't have that much time to get on here. So I'm going to go with it. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut these little guys out as best I can with the saw. And I might even shape the top. I'm not really sure yet. This guy here, he's going to be tough. And he might get eliminated. I don't know. But I thought, look, let's try some overachievership and put him back in there and see what happens. But I'm going to do the feather detail. I'm trying to get better at this kind of stuff. So I'm going to do it in I'm going to call it a Tay Marie style. She does all this stuff super detailed. She uses Dremels and things like that, and different bits and Dremels, and she really puts a lot of effort in the feathers. I usually give my owls bare hair, so I'm gonna try to do better than that. But I'm looking at this and I'm wondering if I ought to turn this. When I step up there, does it get dark? Well, it probably gets lighter when I get in there. I'm just wondering how much of this you guys are going to be able to see me actually carve it. You can try to get closer because you can't hardly see it. This is dark walnut. And anyway, I guess I'll just shut up and do it. It is what it is. And you know what they say, let them eat cake. Can you guys see the hurricane, the snow, the blowing snow? I guess you can't. I've got that too close. Look, there we go. Now you can see the blowing snow. Okay, there we go. Blowing. And fortunately, I live on the north side of a hill, and When we get a good southwest or west. Come on, baby, warm up. She hasn't run today yet. I'm just looking at this little tiny owl, and then I'm looking at the size of this, and I'm like, dude, what'd you get yourself into? Okay. Have one fateful slip and it'll end up being a barred owl. But it is what it is. You know, you just got to go with it and make it. That's just how it is. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. Let's see if there's anybody I haven't called out yet. West Country Mudlarks, what's going on? Lori Keller, how you doing? Glad to see you guys in there. Okay, we'll keep a hammering away. And if you're watching, a lot of these people that's in here are carvers and woodworkers, and they all have channels. If just that I look at that, I can see the screen now. You got Amy Jo, you got West Country Mudlarks, you got Night Owl, and who's just hiding down here? I can't tell. Oh, he's deathly silent. Anyway, subscribe to these people. Check them out. They're awesome at their crafts. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Basically, I got that piece dug out, so now it's kind of get into some detail, like curve this out a little bit. And I don't want to take too many lines out so that I remember the detail that I want to add. So The problem is I get in a hurry and that's the way it goes. Okay, anyway, whatever. If it looks like crap, I'll just cut it in half. Walnut smells really good in the fireplace. Little baby owl was going, ah, don't do that. I don't know. You really can't get much of this little guy with the saw, and that's why I decided, you know what, I'll make us a hybrid and you know, go ahead and, but that's about as good as I can get that guy with the chainsaw, the little one. So I'll curve him off a little bit more, and then I'm not gonna touch him no more. I'll get him with a one of the pointy burrs and clean him up. Yeah, that looks good enough. I'll go ahead and start on this guy now, because he's at least got a basic shape in there. And by the time I get in there, I take him and lay him on the table and we start working on him with that flex shaft. I think he'll come out pretty good. But I want to drink my coffee. You guys can give me a break for just a second, right? Be sure and hit the like button if you haven't already. If you don't want to hit the like button, you don't have to hit no like button. But I sure appreciate it if you did. But who am I? Why should you listen to me? Let's see what we got here. Call him out real quick. Possum 350 Legend. What's going on, buddy? Hadn't seen you on there yet. Creation Dust 777. Quite possibly one of the best chainsaw carvers on the entire planet. And there are 110 of you. And if you're not all subscribed to that guy right there, Creation Dust 777, you're missing out. Be sure and check him out. He is awesome. 28 years experience chainsaw carver. Oh, another drink of coffee, but it's starting to get cold. But it's got, I don't know, some kind of creamer that tastes all sweet and sugary and all that. Probably French vanilla. Hello, everybody. I just wanted you to know I like my espresso. It tastes very good. It's wonderful. Sometimes, hey, the sun's coming out. Can you guys see the sun coming out? No, I don't think you can. All right. Pow! Make sure, hey, good timing. There's 179 people watching. Y'all need to hit the like button, but that said, you don't have to. It is time for the official Bear and the Boss Lady disclaimer regarding power tools. Chainsaws and other power tools should never be used by anyone ever for any reason whatsoever, including but not limited to its designed original purpose. Never pick one of these up. You will cut yourself. You'll be going, ah, blood will shoot 60, 70, 80 yards in the sky. Big old black ugly birds will be circling and they'll fly down to pick your bones. A bear will come out of the woods, and heck, there ain't no bears around here, and eat every bit of you. And the coyotes will only be able to chew on your bones. Trust me, folks, never pick one of these up, or any other kind of power tool for that matter. You will die. Anyway, you can get one of these cool stickers by becoming a member of our channel. We appreciate you watching. Okay, I'll get back to it. Shut up and carve, guys. Shut up and carve. Okay. Walnut's kind of funny wood. It tends to be, now that wasn't bad at all, but it tends to have hard places in it where it's always at a time and you want it to be soft. And then other times when you kind of prefer that it be a little harder so that you don't dig in so much, it tends to be kind of soft. You know, it's kind of like Grandma used to talk about Grandpa. He was always hard when she didn't want him to be. I don't know. Get back to work. What are you talking? What are you? Sassy soul? Well, you're just not going to be able to see it for a minute. Yeah, it's kind of a funny story about that grandma and grandpa. Now, grandma and grandpa divorced early in their, I want to say, dad was the oldest of 5 kids, and I think he was like 11 or 12 when they divorced. And some years later, it was a long time after that, grandma ended up marrying a man that was 11 years younger than her. And she would have been, I don't know, 40, 41, something like that. And here's what I come to know about her. She was the boss of everything. The problem was he was the boss. And so their whole marriage, right up until she died. I mean, it was kind of, but they loved each other, but they also loved to fight. It's hilarious. I can hear her now telling him, "You're so stupid." She was a character. But he is too. He's still alive. He's 78, I think, something like that. He must be my step grandpa. I consider him my grandpa because I was closer to him than my real grandpa. That's the way it goes. Hopefully she don't take my sound. Now, I was looking at this, and I kind of like that look on the whole. Let's see if you guys can still hear me. Let's see. Hey, who we got here? Hey, Jesse James. Casibo, how's it going, my man? Hey, Lupo. Lupo in there? Okay, all right. Who we got here? Roy's Timber Art Techniques. Guys, check him out. Last Breath Woodworks. He has a channel. He makes some awesome stuff. Just really awesome stuff. He does the... oh, daggone it, I can't remember what you call it now. I just think it's neat as could be. I've never tried it, but will you guys fill him in on what, fill everybody else in on what Last Breath Woodworks does with the stuff and the epoxy? That's it. He does epoxy. Okay, yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but I just admit it. I'm dumb. Okay, here. I like that look I got going here, just a little bit on the edge. Clean that up with the saw, and I'll probably try to come up with something similar to that all the way around this gaping hole that's supposed to be in this tree. But anyway, let's do that. We'll start with the little guy. Little guy. You on this, baby. See, that's the downside. No, that's the upside. This is the upside of not using electric power tools. So there's 2 things you need to know about electric power tools that they don't tell you. Oh, Go get you an electric one. Stop burning the fossil fuels and get you an electric one. So the first thing is, where do you think electric comes from? Coal, natural gas. They burn wood chips. So electric comes from somewhere, fossil fuel of some sort, right? Just saying. Yeah, but it's cleaner burning in your home. Well, look, if you're going to chainsaw carve inside your house, by all means, please buy an electric chainsaw. Like Freaky Mom, she does some cool stuff, and then she's learning how to use her saw and does it in a enclosed space. Okay, that makes sense. If you run your gas saw in a house, what's going to happen? You're going to get carbon monoxide poisoning, and you're going to die. You know what I mean? So, nobody wants to die, so, hey, I lost my scrunch. Here it is. Why are you guys hiding my scrunch? Anyway, but if you're outside, if you're going to do this, especially if you're going to do it all day long, how many batteries you think you got to have? I think some of these batteries they're getting up to where they're lasting 30 minutes now, and things like that. But you'd have to have, okay, you're an 8-hour day professional chainsaw carver. Some days you wouldn't run a saw all day. Some days you would run a saw all day. Okay, what's a typical work day? 8 hours. Okay, they last a half hour apiece. How many of the batteries you got to have? 2 times 8, half hour. There's 2 halves to an hour. You got 16 batteries to get through an 8-hour day at work if you're a chainsaw carver. Now, you know how much them batteries are? They're $300 to $350 a battery. The batteries cost more than the saw. All right, so 16 times $350. I keep putting gas in mine. All right. I mean, they make a little battery that lasts like 15 or 20 minutes, but it's still really expensive. What's it gonna do? All right. So, like they're doing out in California, we'll get our smoker going here. me flip that over so I can get that other side, or get it down here closer to there. Anyway, about ready for it. And I'm debating on bringing doing it with die grinders, the detail, or taking it in there and doing it on a flex shaft. I mean, when it comes right down to it, it's the same thing. So, and it's cold. I didn't have time to start the wood burner in the garage anyway. So, neither way, I'm in the cold. It doesn't matter. I'm actually pretty warm out here. Yeah, I think that kind of looks like bark. I think so. I mean, you guys do. It might be. I'm just dumb. I don't know. That could be too, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking die grinders right now. I was gonna do it with the flex shaft, but it keeps me outside. Now, I gotta cut these horns down. The back side of the horns. Well, why would you have to? It's a wall piece. I guess I really wouldn't have to. But I think I'm gonna start with die grinders. And I already got the bits in the die grinders anyway. But that looks pretty cool. I like that kind of cool. Let's see what we got. Y'all can't even see it. What kind of jerk am I? Man, every now and then. Let's see. Okay. All right. Heck yeah. We got Night Owl, the Electric Whittler, another awesome member of our channel, and an awesome Dremel carver. We got Last Breath Woodworks. We got Roy's Timber Techniques, Creation Dust 777, awesome chainsaw carver. We got Amy Jo, awesome Dremel carver and wood burner. How about that? Dad, what's going on, my man? And I keep seeing Lupo, but I never actually seen Lupo, so I don't know if he's there or not. Hey, William Arnold, we appreciate it, but we're not done yet. We got quite a bit to do. It's, you know, the basic bird is there. Let's see who we got here. There he is. What's going on, my man? Hey, guys, check out Lupo. Lupo, he does Dremel carving. He does multiple different things in the crafting community. And he makes good videos also with suggestions about how to do different things involved with the, to be in that business, to be in a crafting business. And so he's got some good information on his channel to listen to. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I think maybe I'll cut that belly down, but if I do, the one thing is I lose my drawings, and I don't know that I want to do that. But I think I will cut in deep gap right here and cut in the base of my feather detail. And then from there on, I'm going to be using the little tools. I got the same thing with this little guy because he's kind of got the same stance, really. All right. Let's get a little bit of wing detail. Yeah, I really ought to cut it just a little bit of depth in there. All right. Who's my first victim? Okay. Cut saw, coarse burr. I don't have the flamer burr out here, so I'm not gonna be using it. Just because I would have to go get it. Let me see what kind of battery I got on my phone. It's been charging for a while. Okay. I can unplug it. It wasn't that good. So a lot of times I'm just spaz all the time, and I forgot that my stupid phone needed done. Hey, y'all, be sure and check out Perry Lowe Jr. Carving Creations. He's awesome. All right, let's get it. Hello, my name is Bird. I came to talk to you today about being a bird and how depressing it is when people call me a bird because I'm a bird bitch. Speaking of which, AJ brought up an important question. Is it a bit or is it a burr? You guys can make your own decisions. I have made up my mind what I will call it. This right here is a bit and it is a burr. Therefore, it shall be named bit burr. Okay. Now, let me put bit burr to work and see if we can't bit burr our way out of this bit burring. You know what? No, I don't use this one first. I want to draw that wing detail, which is pointy. Kapow! Pointy! All right. Yes, Mr. Bear, but we think that the pointy burr, it could poke you in the finger, and you could really get the bleeding, and it would be awful. Plus, you couldn't do that with gloves on. Oh, yeah? Yeah, that. They got the oil on it so bad that I can't hardly see it. You guys see that all right? Yeah, it looks like it. I gotta shape this feet out a little bit better before I can put the feathers. I'm gonna use that coarse burr and take some of that out of there. I mean, there's other things I could do with it a little bit at a time, but I'll just kind of piece by piece because this is gonna be more detail on feathers than I normally would do. Take that one off, and really I ought to have a mask on when I'm wearing that one, so, or when I'm using that one. So I gotta grab the wrong one again. And the pointy one, it probably would be a good idea too, but I'll tell you, you're just really not getting much of nothing kicked off with that. So far, it's looking pretty good. Let's see what we got. Heck yeah. Oh, all right. Get this in closer, I think. Yeah. Now on the rest of these feathers, I'm just gonna wing it. I'll get the little guy now. Okay, I can also do the foot webbing with this one, but I need to do the coarse burr first and clean some of that stuff up. Actually, I'm gonna do those horns with the flat disc. Well, I think it looks pretty cool. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see what you guys got. Heck yeah, 87 and 43. I can't complain about that on a Tuesday. That ain't so bad, is it? All right. Wow, I'm back. Hey, let me do this. I noticed that we're having a pretty good light change. So I'm gonna put this in here in the carving shop. Okay. Move my light out of the way. Get the thing right into the light. I just thought it was nice out here, and it's still pretty good colored. I thought it'd be nicer to have that show in the background. Let's see what we got. You guys hear me okay? Hey, Greg Davis, what's going on, buddy? Hadn't seen you yet, but awesome. Glad to see y'all in there. We're having a good time. That looks pretty good on there so far. Here, I can pull it up a little bit more. Still get light in it. Yeah. All right, I'll keep going. I got to do the some work with that coarse bit up next. My phone rang. That's why I went dim for a minute. I never put it on anybody, and that's the way these things go sometimes. I'll tell you what, that's doing a lot of this. I should put my mask on. Where's it at? There it is. Actually, I gotta bring this whole cart, and I just got a box to put all my electric tools in out here so that I don't have to carry them around in this cart anymore and keep them in the garage, but I haven't got to mess with that yet. I just bought the box yesterday. Let me put this mask on because I'm gonna make a good bit of dust here. Actually, take the stupid headphones off. That'll probably help me get this mask on a little better. But I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. Do you guys hear that howling? It is blowing good. Right now it's out southwest, so I don't really feel it back here. It just goes right over us. I don't know. I think it looks all right. What do you guys think? Not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. Man, it's like here, I'll change things around for a minute. It's like a hurricane out here. The wind is picking up that snow, and it is snowing now. But blowing that across there, pretty good. It's pretty wild. So I'm gonna get this pointy burr back out. And I guess in the end, this really didn't end up being a hybrid because I used my die grinders. I consider them chainsaw carving tools. If I'd have went in there and used that flex shaft, then it might have been a little different, you know. But let's see, get this back and bring that back in there and pull it on up. Now I am going to use plastic eyes, and I'm going to give the baby as big eyes as I give. Let's see what we got here. Heck yeah. So I don't know. You guys give a vote now. Eyes on animals and stuff like that, they tend to be, hey, Skipjack Cindy, what's going on? Hey, the Runic Workshop, just met him today. Glad to see you in there, my man. Hey, Mark tries to carve. Guys, be sure to check him out. Glad to see y'all in there. Okay. I got some more feather lines to pull through here. I'm going to leave the heads just like they are, kind of rough. And then I got to put lines for the feet and a little bit of the toes, but I'm not getting too much further than where I'm at in there because, I mean, heck, it's at 5:35. I got time, 64 minutes. But that said, I mean, you know, it is cold out here, and there could be a bear come out of the woods at any time and eat me. You just never know. So, in the spirit of being prepared, I'm going to shag it and get this baby done ASAP. 10-4. See how we go, like Austin Powers. Shall we shag now? Shall we shag later? Oh, what Michael Myers. He's just a funny guy. Okay, give this guy a little bit of feather. Just 2 lines through the brow. So that is a straight. The horn is a straight feather. I'm not gonna get too fancy because I don't know how. don't know. I think they look cute wedged in there. By the time I burn all the fuzzies off and all that, and might actually paint the noses black. I don't know. See how it goes. But other than that, I think it looks pretty cool. Let's see how it looks on there. It looks really cool on there. Let me back up. Man, hopefully I didn't bend that burr. I forgot that was even there. Let's find out. Nah, that's all right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that was even there. That, right? That's what happens when you're dumb. Dumb! Pull that back a little bit and push that back up there. Hold on. And then where is my torch? It's probably inside, which is where it should be. So eyes. I know I'm going to give him big yellow plastic eyes. The question mark is on this guy. Did I give him the same great big eye? He's a pretty small little guy. And I might actually just give him a brown eye. And if anybody asks, I just say, yeah, you know, their eyes change with age. It's what happens. With gold eyes becomes wisdom. How about that? You're full of crap. How'd you know? Quit being so judgmental. Okay, there's a 9/16 for the little guy. And I look silly, but you know, whatever. I'm okay with looking silly. I look silly. Okay, all right. Yeah, Mr. Bear, but you know, we're used to you looking silly. We didn't want to feed a cute little, just a little guy, you know, the little baby birdie, and you made him look so awful. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, you know that. It's getting bad, and you got to take your glasses off because it's too close. Now, how close to even can I get that? I just had Boss Lady's hair on it. Yeah, it looks like it should be all right. Yeah, all right. 3/4. Around 3/4. Somewhere in here. I'm pretty happy with this piece. It's kind of fun to make. Yeah, here it is. Okay. This 3/4. This 3/4 is super dull, but I don't get rid of it because I have a tendency to always be in a hurry. Everything I do. At least it's one thing I can count on. I won't get too carried away with. I don't push it too hard, you know? And yeah, realistically, I could just leave it like that and be happy, but I won't. About there. Let's see. Seems a little high. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Al? A little bit. I think it looks good. I mean, for me anyway. I mean, that's like, remember, I've only been doing this a little over 2 years, and not even consecutively. So, I mean, you can just leave it like that, and it looks pretty daggone good. No reason to get too excited about it. So let's see what you guys got to say. Happy days are here again. Let's see. Hey, New Beginnings, what's going on, man? Glad to meet you. I met you there on Ray's channel. Heck yeah. Alex, my favorite Russian. Alex, what's going on? You think that looks pretty good? Okay, I'm gonna go get my torch real quick. I think I got a lighter in here. Clean these guys up just a little bit. I don't want to get too carried away. Honestly, I like this so much. I guess I should sand this off though. And it's dry, so it's not like I don't really have to burn it to sand it. I'm gonna go ahead and sand the tree real quick with the flat disc. The old flapper. Kapow. You guys been pretty good. I'm getting pretty wore out and relaxed. Not really wore out, just relaxed. And I know I'm not funny when I'm relaxed. Wife says I'm never funny. She's mean. Flip that baby over so I can get the lower side real quick. And then all I got left to do is burn that dude and stick some eyes up. And it's a happy little carving. Kind of like happy little trees, you know, little Bob Ross. Happy little carving. Somebody just popped in and is rolling their phone over going, what the heck? Leave it like that. That'd be really confusing, wouldn't it? Okay. Oh, yeah. You know what? I better hit the back of that real quick, too. Just around. There's some little bit of fuzz right there. And I'm going to knock it right off with that sanding with it. This piece of dry. This is real dry wood. Really dry. Good and dry. It's funny, you learn some things, you know, you watch and listen to other people. And I was listening to Creation Dust the other day. Well, here, let me hit this one. I was listening to Creation Dust the other day on the mushroom tutorial on where he cut the ash tree down, and he was talking about how ash is one of the woods that you can burn it while it's wet, and I didn't know that. And there's a lot of ash around me, and most of them are dead. In fact, my favorite morel mushroom tree right behind the house, it's the last great big limb fell off of it, but I did not know that. And interesting little facts. I mean, it might be mostly useless, but I think it's cool to know that kind of stuff, you know. And whatever. So let me run and grab my torch real quick. Provided it is in the house, and I'm pretty sure it's right there at the front door. Here, I'll put this real close. He's a little baby. He's a baby. I'm putting on a shear for the deer. They come in there at the feeder up above the house, and they can't see me from the feeder, but they can hear me down here making racket. And it's funny, like I sat up here yesterday, and the boss lady got home, and I knew she was going to be home about 4:40 or something like that, because she had to stop and get some stuff. And I'm up there in the corner, and watching them little bucks watch her is kind of cool. It's just really cool to see. They had no idea that she was there, and so I knew they watch me all the time. Sometimes we see them, most of the time we don't see them, but we knew they're watching. And deer are very curious, and they've been out here because of snow and all that. I mean, it's getting really hard for them to get food, and they only stay around these feeders so much no matter what. So they've been out here in the front yard pretty much every night. We're seeing deer out in the front yard. You know, they're out here scratching the corn up. This year's a corn ear on our side of the road, and I need to watch them. You know, you got somewhat feel for the wild animals. They got a hard, especially in a normal winter we're supposed to have. It's kind of hard on the wild animals. Never hurts to feed them, keep them pretty hard. Yeah, I think that looks all right. Starting them up, just about right, really. I don't know, what do you guys think? Be like a rock. It doesn't matter what you think. Burn that one more time. I think I'll do the I'll do the tree a little bit too. Actually, it'd probably be a good idea to do it around here, because the ideas are in a little nook. I heard Jordy once say nuke. Ow, in a nuke. And then I think he even named the video that. Ow, in a nuke. So you can learn a lot from watching other people. That's important. I know I have. Kyle Hall, Eric Karen, but Kyle Hall, hands down. The way he just put out so much content, and he's enjoyable. His voice is pleasant when he does talk to you about this stuff, and his descriptions of things is really easy to understand. You know, because I mean, he's just a normal guy. He's a woodworker. You know, I think he worked in a factory or something for a while, and decided that wasn't for him, and decided to go out on his own. You know, and start doing woodwork, and got into chainsaw carving. You know, but a lot of these guys. And I really think Creation Dust did that tutorial. I think there's going to be a lot more of those come from him, and he just has absolutely excellent way of explaining things. And so that would be really nice for us guys that are pretty new at this and learn a lot of tips. And so if you have not subscribed to Creation Dust 777, be sure to. I don't know why you wouldn't if you like this kind of stuff. He's one of the best you're going to find on YouTube, hands down. And just a really good-hearted person, loves Jesus. That's very important to me. Love our God, love His Son. Thank you for the ransom sacrifice. These things are very important. Most important things. All this other stuff is meaningless. Our lives, really, when it comes right down to it, is summed up into one thing: the sanctification of God's name. Or will we serve Him out of love of heart for Him or not? And that's up to us as individuals, and I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. It's all up to them. We all got to answer for ourselves. But at the same time, us that know these things, we also have an obligation and responsibility, and will be held accountable if we don't share it with others. And if they reject us, it's not up to us. Still love them. Love all people. That's like pretty good. Other than I gotta unhook it so I can get this bottom piece real quick. I'm just going to let that burn because I know what's going to happen is it's going to freeze and it's going to get cold and it won't work right anymore. And I'm practically done with this thing, so I need to stop now. All right. Okay, that's it. I think that's it. Okay, something like that. Let's see what we got here. 5:56. We've been on here for 84 minutes. And we've had a really good time with you guys. I appreciate you guys being in here. Hey, I really appreciate that, Ray. Guys, I really appreciate y'all watching. That's for sure. And we'll go ahead and call this one a day. And I'll clear coat it and put some eyes in it. Along with some other stuff we got going on right now. But hey, we appreciate that. Hey, Michael, I love that. I love you using those emojis, man. That's pretty awesome. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Let's see. Take God out of it. Yeah, they do. They try to take him out of everything. And here's the bottom line. In the end, man only has one solution to his problems, and that is God's kingdom with his son. To spend that 1,000 years, millennial reign of Christ, fixing things up back to the way they were originally supposed to be. That's the only hope we have. We can't do it on ourselves. Man has had 6,000 years, and they say it's a lot longer, but that is not true. He's had 6,000 years to fix this and show that he could handle himself and govern himself. And what has happened? Clearly, Satan has been proved a liar. Man cannot govern himself without leaving people out, making people suffer. And more than anything, he can't give us everlasting life. Man can't give us everlasting life. They can make us live longer, but that's the end of it. So, where do you put your trust in? Don't put it in man. You'll be disappointed. All right, guys. Hey, that's what I got. Just a little bit of preaching there. Why not? That's what we're supposed to do. Those of you that have accurate knowledge are supposed to share. Y'all have a good night. We appreciate you watching. Come back with, well, wait a minute. Check out Creation Does 777, probably at 2 p.m. tomorrow. He will be on there, maybe 1:30, probably 2 p.m. Be sure and watch him tomorrow. We will be back at this on Thursday. Come back when you can stay there, you silly.